Cannabis or marijuana is simply a plant or fast-growing weed. There are three main types of cannabis plants that we will cover in greater depth later. In simplest terms, cannabis is a plant that's used for its fiber, its healing effects, and for recreation. The three types of cannabis plants are sativa, indica, and ruderalis. When combined, they are called hybrids. Hybrids by far are the most popular. The first reference to marijuana comes from China, where in 2737 BC, Emperor Shen Yung mentions its promise as medicine. Cannabis may have been introduced to Europe as early as 500 AD, as a pot containing seeds was found near Berlin. In the United States, cannabis has a fascinating history. The Spanish brought marijuana to the United States around 1545, and hemp quickly became a popular crop. The Jamestown colonists were ordered by the British to grow hemp in 1619, and then about a decade later, Massachusetts and Connecticut landowners were required to plant hemp as well. Hemp is literally woven into the fabric of America, and from colonial times to the 1800s, it was estimated that well over 70% of woven goods here were made from hemp. Another milestone for cannabis was to be listed in a prestigious publication called the U.S. Pharmacopoeia, whose goal was to try to standardize the uses of botanicals in medicine. So from 1850 to 1937, marijuana was widely recognized as a remedy for such ailments as neuralgia, gout, rheumatism, tetanus, hydrophobia, epidemic cholera, convulsions, hysteria, mental depression, delirium, tremors, insanity, and more. Recreational and medical cannabis and hemp were dealt a near-death blow when the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937 effectively stopped production and put penalties in place for users and growers. You have to remember that after the Mexican Revolution, a large influx of Mexican immigrants who were looking for jobs or safety from political violence filled many American fields. Along with their language, customs, and traditions, they also used marijuana after a day's work for medicine and relaxation. And even though cannabis was present in many American medicines at the time, marijuana, spelled with a J, a new foreign dangerous word and product, alarmed many, and an active campaign to ban marijuana had begun. There is also a suggestion that DuPont lobbied for a ban on marijuana in order to cripple the hemp trade, as DuPont had developed synthetic fibers. This was an opportunistic way to gain market share.